So tell me a little bit about yourself. You're from Compton?
Shit, I'm from Compton. Yep. Born and raised.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was your upbringing like out there? I understand that your dad had a pretty heavy presence in the streets.
Yeah, like my mom's basically raised me. You feel me? My pops was like in and out. You feel me? Like he'd come by sometimes. Like I just got vivid memories. He used to come by and just put me up on some crazy shit. Like my first time seeing a pistol, he pulled up in the Cadillac. He had like an El Dorado. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pulled up, had a shotgun in the middle like a police. I was like, this nigga crazy.
Wow.
Real shit.
So he was like a gangster, but very much during the era where, you know, people tend to be a little bit more low-key,
Exactly.
careful.
Like, basically, he was what niggas be rapping about. You know what I'm saying? How niggas be saying it was. It's like, he really was the epitome of that for me, because at that time, it was like you said, everybody was really low-key. It wasn't cool. You feel me? It was just, but that's how he really was. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On the beginning, I ain't gonna say his name, but the beginning of his hood name was Killer. Cause he was like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Really like out there with that shit.
Holy shit. So
He was a Crip too, you feel me?
Okay.
Yep.
And so from your perspective as a kid, are you kind of, did you feel like you were getting mixed messages in the sense that you maybe have like your mom telling you how to do right and you got your teachers and everything, and then you're just aware that your dad is like totally on the other side of life?
I mean, for me, I say this shit all the time. Like, I really didn't have no guidance because my mom was working 2 jobs. I was the oldest, you know what I'm saying? And she really wasn't, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? She hated when I said, but she, in my music, but she really wasn't raising me. You feel me? I was really in the streets, really, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, she really wasn't telling me nothing, you know what I'm saying? I really was living with my dad's sister.
Okay.
So like, my mom was out clubbing, running the streets, making money. I moved in with my auntie because she had 3 other kids that was like bad like me. I wouldn't say bad, but just like, you know, they was real rough and shit. My little brother and my sister was way smaller than me. So it's like, I moved in with them and really I got to really see what the street life was, because she worked 2 jobs, but she was strict. But at the same time, she would allow you to make your own mistakes. So she wouldn't be like, hey, stay in the yard. She like, if y'all want to go outside, you know, you can run around the area, do whatever we block to block, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being like 10, walking like 10 blocks to get to the pool, Ludus Park pool, like, you really just going to that motherfucker. I was like 10. Yeah, so it was like, I really didn't have nobody telling me right or what was wrong. It was more like I just learned from my mistakes, or if the homie went through some shit, then I would learn from his mistakes. And I was always an observer, so I learned fast, you know what I'm saying? So that's what really, like, a lot of my homies is gone or locked up, and I was able to prevail because I observed. Like, if the homie did this, shit, I ain't doing that. That shit got the homie shot in the face or got him life in the jail. So it's like, all right, that ain't the move. You know what I'm saying?
That's the crazy thing when you really think about the hood, is that it's like, there's such an environment that's so dangerous, whether it's like getting yourself shot or getting into trouble with the cops and ending up in jail for however many years. But you're in this environment where there's not a lot of opportunities to go on the straight and narrow. But then meanwhile, it's like you're learning, as a kid, you're learning the lessons, but a lot of times the ramifications of those lessons, like you fucking up, if your first attempt at gangbanging, if you don't really have somebody who's really putting you on game and telling you what you need to be doing, the consequences are so devastating.
Yeah, real shit, because it's like, I seen people that was like, my little cousin, he like 17, bro. His first charge, he got like 23 years. First time in jail. Like you said, it's no like in between. It's like when they hit you, it's gonna devastate your life, because you just was doing it because this what you seen and this was your way to make money, or like your homies was doing it, and you, on the other hand, was the person that got the bad end of the stick. And it's like 23 years for somebody that's 17, you feel me? That's like,
nah, I think
hard
that's
to
so
fathom.
100% wrong.
Yeah, it's crazy, because they ain't gonna never learn life. You
I
know
don't
what I'm
even
saying?
care if you're a 16 or 17-year-old and you kill somebody straight up, I don't see, even like 10 years seems like a lot of fucking time, and that I feel like a huge percentage of people are going to be able to like, that's a fair punishment. Even less than that, I feel like, I don't know, maybe people think I'm tripping, but I really feel like keeping someone in that environment for that long is so much more likely to turn them into someone who's really dangerous.
God's gonna turn you into a real savage, because that's all you know. Because what it is like they putting you in there with 10,000 other criminals.
Right.
killers, murderers. You probably in that motherfucker for burglarizing some shit. You know
And
what I'm saying?
that's the whole thing is that you're gonna learn how to be in the streets and how to
Exactly.
get away with
That's
shit
all you
way
really learn.
better in
Exactly.
there.
That's all you learn when you go to jail. Like you in there with niggas that's better than you at being criminals. So it's no,
Way more
it's
experience.
it's no like, you know what I'm saying? It's just informative, really, because you in there like, yo, man, what happened? He like, hey, when you do this, when you go hit this house, only hit Asians. You know what I'm saying? You learning.
I learned that from Draco and YG Records though.
That's real, cause exactly, cause they really, you know what I'm saying, pastors. So it's like if you really a pastor, that's what you gonna learn. I went to jail and learned that. You feel me? I was out doing shit just randomly. You know what I'm saying, just trying to get some dollars. But then when I went to jail, you feel me? Somebody from like Mona Park told me like, hey, just hit Asians. They don't believe in banks. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, hit Spanish people because they all got all the gold. Or, you know what I'm saying? Black people really don't keep money in the house. Like, I learned. That's the type of shit I was learning. So it's like, yo, jail is not really a rehabilitation. It's just school. It's gladiator school.
So you say that your dad was putting you on to shit like the first time you seen a gun and all this kind of stuff, but was he really there for you in the sense that he was helping you to figure out how to move in the streets once you decided that that's the kind of the road that you wanted to go down?
I mean, nah, not really. Nah.
It wasn't that kind of relationship.
Nah, it
He
wasn't that
trying to
type
go
of
deep.
relationship. I mean, everything was accidental. It's not like he pulled up and like, hey, look at this pistol, look at this shotgun. It's like, I was just, like I said, I was observant. So if I go hop in the car, he might told me go grab you know what I'm saying, go grab the food out the car. I brought y'all some food, woo, woo, and I go in the car and be looking around and just see like, damn, this nigga got a big ass gun right here. You feel me? And with that being said, it just made an imprint on my life that I remember that. Like I remember that vividly. Getting in the car and this nigga got a big ass shotgun in the car. And like as I got older, I would hear like people saying shit about him. People from his hood like, yo, ooh, yo, ooh, ooh. Then I'm like, oh, this nigga was a real killer. He was really out here. So now it all starts to make sense to me.
Right.
feel
Okay.
me?
So your dad's still around though?
He got shot. He dead.
Oh damn.
Yeah, you feel me? And it's crazy because like he got shot from his own homies. You know what I'm saying?
On Christmas morning, right?
On Christmas, the day before Christmas, he was delivering, because he was a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he was delivering Christmas trees to my sister, you know what I'm saying? And he stopped in his hood, but he one of them dudes that, like, you know, he old school. So it's like, but he still be around on the block and shit. So it's like when he went to the block, he stopped in his hood to talk to his homie. It was some younger niggas out there. And, you know, he had, like, a couple of words because my brother was like at that age, you know what I'm saying? The other dudes that he had words with, and he was telling me, hey, if y'all ain't gonna fight, then you niggas gotta get on. Ooh, he was really like G-checking them. And then what happened was, the dude put a gun out on him. And then he was like, shit, if you put a gun out, you already know what time it is. You gonna kill me or I'm gonna come kill you.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it went down. Because was he at the point in his life at that point where he was like mostly out of that environment?
Yeah, he was out of that shit, but he still was a gangster genetically. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but he wasn't like out there banging and shit. Like he was an old man,
Right.
but he still had his same blood in him. So it's like that's how they did him.
I got a friend who died like almost exactly the same way, where he was like basically he was in the same position where he was almost maybe like 30, but he was like out of the hood, and he like ended up in the neighborhood one night, ended up getting in a little argument with some like younger kid in the neighborhood or whatever, and that kid just comes and fucking shoots him in the head. And it was like, it feels like that's what's crazy is that dudes get to the point in their life where they 100% shouldn't have to worry about that shit anymore.
Real shit.
But they just somehow it just
One
still ends
slip
up
up.
following them.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. That is crazy because most of the niggas that be getting shot, you know what I'm saying, and get killed, them niggas be on some whole other shit, you know what I'm saying? My homie Frog, RP Frog, you feel me? Like he was on some other shit too, like, and he was just getting his car on his birthday, and some mix up he got in from somebody else, from his cousin. It's like me and you being cousin, you from somewhere, and then you got enemies too, but you hanging with me, I'm your blood. So they basically looking at me like, shit, you with him, so, you know, guilty by association.
It's crazy. It's crazy too because I feel like, you know, Nipsey's a prime example of that too.
Real shit.
He was
like,
way past all that time during his life where something like what happened to him seemed likely.
Yeah, like I never imagined, you know what I'm saying, that happened to a nigga like that. But that's the streets, don't love nobody. You feel me? So it's like, I always look at it like, it only take one person to just be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? One bullet. Nigga could be walking his daughter to school. One person could come up and do the dirty work and it's over. For any, it could happen to anybody. What happened to Nipsey could happen to anybody. It's niggas in their hood every day that's doing, you know what I'm saying, righteously, but at the end of the day, it only take one person.
Facts. So you started getting caught up, or you started getting more into the streets at what age? When did it really start that you started
Like,
to get
for me,
into shit?
so when I was in the streets, I'd probably be like 6th grade, you feel me? Like 5th grade, I was getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? 5th grade, I was getting suspended. That's probably when it started. I was getting kicked out of school. Then 6th grade is really when the gangs was introduced to niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you kind of have to start choosing
you
your
gotta
alliances.
choose your sides, because it's like, yo, at that point, it's you in the 6th, but it's niggas in the 8th. That's like 18, 17. You know, they already deep in the shit. So it's like, when you get in the 6th grade, it's pretty much when the shit get real. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like, 6th grade, and then you get to high school, that shit full-fledged. You feel me?